kidding me? Jeez, man.
What are you doing?
Why are you following me on my hike?
I want to know what's in the backpack.
That's weird.
What's in the backpack?
What? This is my camping stuff.
What is in there?
What?
Show
No.
me. Show me. Make a video about it now.
I should make a video.
Make a
That's a good idea. It's a good idea. It's a good idea.
All right, so today we're talking about overnight hiking and basically what you should bring. This is just the stuff I bring. It could be a little overkill, but I just go by basically the 10 essentials. Hold on, gotta look at my phone. Navigation. So first off, you wanna know where you're going. Always bring a map. I got just some maps that I downloaded online and printed them out. You don't need anything fancy. Usually you can find some maps on All Trails, and there you go. I also have some like pretty nice maps that I downloaded, and it is worth getting some nice maps, but just get some maps, figure out where the fuck you're going, man. All right, the second essential is headlamp. You want some sort of light so that in case it gets dark, you know where you're going. It's always a good idea, and you don't want to rely on your phone. So I would just say grab yourself a pretty good headlamp. I got one here. Headlamp. And you know what you need also? Extra batteries. So I know this pack is a little overkill. You definitely don't need a 75, but I just bring a big one because I like to bring a lot of stuff. I always have camera gear and I like to bring a lot of food with me and stuff. But you can definitely go like even with a 35 and do definitely fine for a night. All right, the third essential is sun protection. So that is just sunscreen. I personally don't use too much sunscreen myself, but you want to just bring something, get some long sleeve clothes, get yourself a nice sun hat. So here we dive in to the pack. I got a nice hat here. Keeps you good in the sun. The fourth essential is first aid equipment. You don't need anything fancy. I would definitely recommend bringing a splint and then like bandages, some type of gauze and stuff like that. I just have a small one here. I technically don't usually bring a splint, but this small little first aid kit that just has alcohol wipes, tissues, gauze, and stuff like that definitely works out for me. And included with first aid is some good insect repellent. You definitely don't want the mosquitoes getting you constantly, especially around here in the Northeast right now. They are going crazy. So just a little bit of nice DEET and you're good. Essential number 5, repair kit, knife. Just some, like there's a million reasons you're gonna need a knife. Cut things, blah, 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 blah. Grab something that is light to carry around. I like this one. It is pretty big, but it's super light, and I definitely have used it a million times. I love zip ties. Zip ties are awesome, and I've used them many times to repair trekking poles that are broken, a whole bunch of crap. Nice paracord piece tied together like a sling. Your tent brakes, one of the guy line brake, just an extra rope goes a long way. All right, essential number 6, where we get into more of like the basic instinctual stuff. You need some fire, you need a way to cook some food, and I definitely prefer the JetBoil for that. I have my camera bag in here actually first that I'm just grabbing out, and I love to just keep my camera bag inside a dry sack. You can get one of these cheap ones from Walmart, and they work really great. I've never had a problem with them. This thing is like, you can get a pack of these for just like a couple bucks. And just throwing your camera gear in there just in case it rains is a good idea. Back to the food situation. So for my fire, I definitely recommend a JetBoil. Although they're a little expensive, I really don't regret buying it, and it's one of the best purchases I've ever made. I use this thing all the time, and I've had this gas for over a year, and it takes so long to run out. Buy yourself a JetBoil. You will be proud, you will be happy. It is a good purchase, and it's good fire, and yeah. All right, number 7. Shelter. So I'm a tent camper, sometimes, barely, not usually. I love hammocks. Hammocks are my go-to. But in this case, I have a tent. I like this, this is Alps Mountaineering. Like, it was only like $110, one person tent. And it's pretty small, could be smaller, could be lighter, but it's a cheap, nice option. One person, pretty small, not freestanding, but it works. I'm usually by myself anyway, so. On top of that, you always want to have a tarp, which I have wrapped inside here, just so you can get yourself a nice footprint, or you could go buy yourself a footprint, but just don't be putting it on the ground, ruining your tent, getting holes in the bottom. You don't want to do that. Don't do that. All right, another part of your shelter is your sleeping bag and everything. These times where it's warm like this, I'm just going to bring a small sleeping bag. I was grabbing it from the wrong pocket. Wrong goddamn pocket. Small little sleeping bag like this. This is 40-degree weather. I actually got this from Walmart, and I've had this for like 6 years, and it works well. I've never had a problem with it. Shows you don't really need to buy that much expensive stuff. I can't really talk because I do have expensive stuff, but just get what works. Rain poncho for your backpack, buy it. Worth it. Essential number 8. Extra food, or food in general. I haven't really gone over the food, but I keep all my food in a bear bag, especially because I do a lot of hiking in Colorado, and I eat a lot of the Alpine Air meals. See this one? Forever Young Mac and Cheese. This one's awesome. These things last a long time, and they're a lot cheaper than the Mountain House ones, and they're really good. And you can never go wrong with some quick snacks like some Cliff Bars. Cliff Bars are good. But the reason I really like these packs is because they go really well with the JetBoils. There are definitely cheaper ways. I do bring a lot of fresh foods if I'm only going for like a day or so, but on long trips, these things do the trick, and they're worth it. And also everything that I'm taking, like all of my clothes and as well as my sleeping bag and everything, I'm going to put in a nice dry sack like this, because I have definitely gotten rained on many times, and even the mountains are very unpredictable. You think it's not going to rain, but it'll rain on you, and then if you don't have your camera gear or your sleeping bag or all your crap all nicely put away in a dry sack, then all your shit gets ruined, and that's not nice. You don't want that. Essential number 9 is water. This is very essential. You obviously need it. You're made of it. Drink it. Keep yourself hydrated. I like to drink a lot of water a day. I usually have probably 4 or 5 water bottles. I usually like these blender bottle things. They're easily refillable, wide mouth, especially when it's cold, they don't freeze too much. And you also want to get yourself a water purifying device so that you can drink from the streams, which I prefer the Sawyer mini water filter. I've never gotten sick. I've drinking from all waters from all over the United States. These things are awesome, and they're actually not very expensive. And the last essential, number 10, is extra clothes. So, got some rain gear here. You want to always have rain gear. You want to always have an extra warm layer. And then I usually have a bandana or something for sweat, and you can also use a bandana to tie stuff together. Whoa, everything's going everywhere. But just make sure that you're prepared for the worst, because mountains are not very friendly and they're very unpredictable, and you never know what's gonna happen, so just bring some clothes, Another couple things that I bring is an electronic charger. Just these things can be kind of heavy, but I think it's worth it, especially if you're going for a couple days. You want to keep your gear charged, keep your phone charged. Grab yourself a charging block. I also bring some biodegradable toilet paper. Sometimes wiping yourself with leaves isn't the funnest, so biodegradable toilet paper is good. You also can't go wrong with bringing yourself some Carabiners, because they come in handy, especially when you want to clip your wet clothes that you had to wash in a stream on your backpack. That's what I use them for a lot. There you go. That is all the stuff that I bring on an outdoor camping trip. It is a little overkill, but it works for me, and I'm comfortable, and I don't mind carrying it all. I think that all of those essentials will definitely keep you guys safe and keep you guys ready for anything that's coming for you, keep you guys happy and having a great time in the forest. In the forest. All right, wild people, go camping or something.